Hey photo pips, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. Now you join me at a time where we're still in lockdown and a lot of people have a lot of great images of the moon. Now one of the things that I really enjoyed doing was the true colour moon that I created. I've done two. I've done a full moon, half moon. Now amongst others, Amrit has reached out to me explaining that he has done many great images of the moon. He has a lot of images that are focus stacked. So what he needs to now know is how can he make his creation of stacked moon images into a true colour moon. So I'm going to show him, there's a couple of ways of doing this. There's the right way and there's my way. And the right way, when it works, when you've got them all stacked up, all your images, and it works, it's absolutely stunning. But because I just basically go out with my camera, take the image, the sharpest, best image I can get, and work with it, the right way doesn't work for me. But I'm going to show you the right way anyway, which is the way that Amrit would do it if he stacks his images up, and then the way I would do it if I just had a single shot. First thing first, if you've not got a moon image that you want to use, go out and shoot a moon image. So let's hope for a break in the clouds if you've not already got your moon image. So I've chose this one. It's basically one I've already done, and it was a part of the International Space Station flybys this month that have been happening. Sorry, last month. We're so early in this month that it was last month. So, yep. And there's the information we've got here. It was at f7.8. It was 1/125th of a second. ISO 160, which is the low native setting for Fuji X-T4, exactly like the X-T3. I was at 522 mil. That was with the teleconverter on. Now I do no sharpening in Photoshop just because of that weird bacterial look that Photoshop gives to the Fuji RAW files. So I tend to have a sharpened preset in Luminar 4, which is absolutely brilliant. I love it. So first things first, you've got a picture. I don't need to do a lot to this. Look how soft it looks, and that's solely because there is no sharpening involved in this image whatsoever. There, look, none whatsoever, and that is the way I like it. So I'm just going to put open image, and it's going to now open up into Photoshop. Of course, the first thing I'm going to do as well is find a nice crop just to bring this in nicely. Just to get some sort of perspective to the image, and I know that is a really nice safe there. Look at that, right on that rule of third. Cheeky. So next thing I'm going to do is sharpen the image. If you don't want to watch this bit, quickly just skip forward a couple of minutes. But this is something that I need to do before I can continue. I can't look at a flat image. So we're just opening Luminar 4 up, where my preset is, and it's literally, I've got it set up so it's one click, and if it's too much, with it being Luminar, I can just take it down. I'm going to really show you how this works. So there's that flat image. One click of the button and there you go. Is it too much? Not for this image, it isn't. It's absolutely perfect. But there is another little bit of sharpening I will probably do at the end in Photoshop, just to bring out those craters a little bit more. Apply that, before you know it, we're back in Photoshop. For those that skip forward, welcome back. Now we're going to literally do our full colour moon. It's the simplest way that I can think of to show you. Command J is going to give you a copy of the layer that you're on now. The next thing you need to do is to go to Image and Auto Colour. There, so basically what this has done, it's changed the white balance, and it looks like it's totally grayscaled it, but it hasn't. And what it's done is it's added colour, but I really love that already. I don't really want to change it. Then the next thing you do it's had a hue and saturation adjustment layer. You go in and you just look for where the colour, look at that, you see? And there it is. This is with one single image, remember. You're going to get a lot more effect when you're using that stack system. But remember, don't go over the top. It can look ridiculous. As beautiful as it can look ridiculous. So I'm just going to go over the top and show you what happens. You see, it's just starting to go crazy, but pull it back, go back, go back. There. And for me, still, that's way too much still. I just want to take it back a little tiny bit, and it's basically there. And because it is an adjustment layer, you can go in with a brush and just take a little bit of this out, because it is pretty hideous. I'm going to go in at 50%. I've had to take it all out. It's just not working for me on that. And this is why I don't know, I just like to do it my way. So I'm going to delete that layer. Now this is my way, this is the way I like to do it. It's very creative, and it's just because I have a very artistic side to my photography, and I love to start with a great image and then finish with an even better one. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a blank layer. And I'm just going to basically paint it in myself. It's that crazy. You've got to look for a blue. Don't go over the top with it. Nice and steady. You can see that this has got a bluish tinge to it. And I'm just going to put a opacity of 2. There it is. Then I'm going to choose another colour for, say, like a dust. So it's going to be a brownish or an orange. It's literally this simple. Just get creative, think about what you want, and for me it's so much better. But I guess that's just because that I didn't do a stacked image where you can basically beat the crap out of the picture and it's not going to distort too much, and then you just go on and do it how you like. Now once you've done it, I mean, make the brush quite big and come in here and just probably even just put a bit of colour in there. But that is basically, that's it basically. We can go in here and we can change the blend mode to overlay, which is going to bring some detail back out. But not only that, we can also take down the opacity of that layer, which is just going to make it even better. So I hope this helps. It's just about being creative and finding a way to make your true colour moon. For me, I just love the way that I do it. So one of the main tips I'm going to give you is play with the blend modes. Find out which one's going to suit your image. Not only the blend modes, but the opacity of that coloured layer that you've created. And mess about, get it how you want it. For me, I just love it. This is the end image that I did, and it literally took all of 10 minutes to do this, and it's all in the mind. The image consists of 2 photographs. The first one was the moon, which you've seen the settings for, 125th of a second, ISO 160 f7.8. And then the other one, which was the ISS ship on its own, and then I've blended the 2 together. So the ISS was a slow shutter speed where I managed to capture the ISS as it left the line of white light behind it, and then I just blended that straight in with the moon shot, then creating a true coloured moon, giving a graduated look at the bottom from, because that night you could actually see the light and the dark just marrying in together. The way they blended was absolutely stunning. And I wanted to recreate that, and all I did was used I'll show you what I used. And all I did to do that was I basically clicked on the graduated tool, and I selected a blue, a nice dark blue going into the black. And this is all just just totally done by eye. So you're just going to bring that up Okay, so the reason why I have this on I know it's a graduated slant, is because when I took the image, this side of the image was lighter because this was still in daylight or blue hour, and this side was in pitch black. Absolutely stunning and beautiful to be out there and amongst this and seeing the changes. You know, as the minutes tick on, you can see the whole world changing, and the colours are absolutely stunning. So I hope this has helped. I hope this gives you some sort of creativity how to create your own true colour moon. Try the traditional way first, because, you know, why not? It's the right way, I suppose. But try my way afterwards. It's a lot more fun, and I just sit here with my music on, doing all sorts of things. With that said and done, stay in and shoot, guys. You know you've got to, even though I can't wait to get back out. I'll see you soon. Take care. Cheers.
As a reminder, ensure your visors are closed prior to Dragon's departure from the waypoint. And once Dragon is inside the crew hands-off point, retreat and breakout are not permitted. And for your awareness, we have sunset in a little less than 8.5 minutes.
Next Dragon on the big loop. Our visors are down.
Copy, visors down.
It's been a real honor to be just a small part of this 9-year endeavor since the last time the United States spaceship has docked with the International Space Station.
Crew of Expedition 63 is honored to welcome Dragon and the commercial crew program to welcome aboard the International Space Station. Bob and Doug, glad to have you as part of the crew. Well done. Bravo Zulu.